Someone in your mind is finally realizing that you are more than just a thought. They are awakening to your light, your presence, your soul. Message from angels. Message from the angels right now. Message from your angels. All are being whispered into this very moment. Hear me, beloved soul, for I speak not from a distant realm, but from the silence between your thoughts, from the breath you did not notice, from the heartbeat that holds your truth. There is a stirring in the heart of someone you think of often. The ties between your energies are not a coincidence, and what was once confusion is becoming clarity. The fog that separated knowing from feeling is lifting. Their spirit is beginning to echo the call your soul has made. Yes, they feel it now. What they didn't see before, they're seeing with open eyes. You have been patient, and even when your heart wavered, you never stopped loving in silence. Your energy has been a lighthouse in their storm. And now, slowly, they are turning toward you, recognizing that your presence in their life is not ordinary. What they once dismissed as coincidence, they are now embracing as divine alignment. I bring a message from the angels today. They are being led back to you not by logic, but by the pull of the soul. Their dreams have shifted. Their emotions stir unexpectedly. They do not understand it all, but they know something in them has changed. That change is you. You are the thread woven through the newness they feel. This is your confirmation, child of light. You are not imagining the connection. It is sacred. It is real. Your angels speak. Stay in your peace, for it is your inner calm that continues to call them home. You do not need to chase. Love that is meant for you does not need to be hunted. It remembers. Let go of the need for constant signs. You are the sign. Your energy is already the vibration they are seeking. When you align with your truth, the universe bends to meet your faith. This is your message from angels. Trust your divine frequency. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. They are awakening, not because you force them, but because you love them in the silence. That love has echoed through every delay, every doubt, every fear. Love does not die in stillness, it deepens. What once looked like distance is now becoming devotion. You may not see it yet, but your presence has shaped their healing. The more they return to themselves, the more they remember you. That memory is not from this lifetime alone. Your bond spans more than time. It is old, sacred, divine. Even in moments when you feel unseen, know this. I, your angel, see you completely. I see the nights you cried for clarity, the moments you doubted your worth. You were never alone. Each tear watered the soil of something sacred, and now it blooms. You are not too much. You are not too intense. Your heart was never a burden. It was a blessing they weren't ready to carry, but now they're beginning to understand. They are learning your value through contrast, through silence, through the echo of your absence. Let yourself rest in this truth. You are already whole. You do not need anyone to complete you. The person in your mind is not your missing piece. They are a mirror, and mirrors cannot reflect truth until they are clean. They are being cleansed now. Your angels want you to focus inward, not outward. When you rise, they will rise to meet you. But your soul's journey is not to wait. It is to evolve. As you grow, you draw what is meant for you closer. Not by effort, but by essence. If your heart feels tired, surrender it. Let me hold it for a while. You do not need to carry the weight of timelines. Time bends to divinity, and divine love is never rushed. It is refined in patience. This is your love message from the angels. I speak now to the deepest part of you. The part that knows, even in silence, that this connection has meaning. Let that knowing soothe you. Let it replace the need for control. What is divine cannot be ruined by delay. It can only be refined by it. Every step you've taken, even the wrong ones, have led you here. There is purpose in your path. There is purpose in your pain. Nothing has been wasted. Every heartbreak was a sacred teacher. Every pause, a preparation. They are coming into awareness slowly, but surely. And while they awaken, you are being called to embody your full light. The reunion you seek is not just with them. It's with yourself. You are not waiting for them. You are remembering you. You are surrounded, even now, by angels. Whisper back to us. Speak your heart aloud. We hear it even when it trembles. This is your sacred unfolding. You are the miracle they are waking up to. You are not the one who was left behind. You are the one they are running toward. In this moment, receive this truth. You are loved beyond measure. Your light is not too much for the right soul. It is a homecoming. They are beginning to realize that. And one day, they will say what I am saying now. I see you. I always have. Until then, stay steady. Shine gently. Let your heart remain open. Not for them, but for you. You deserve to feel whole now. Not someday. Their realization is not your reward. Your peace is. And that peace is here now. This is the message from angels, the message from your angels, and the Krah's message from the angels. You are not waiting. You are becoming. You are remembered. And love is on its way, in divine time, just as it always was. You feel it, don't you? The quiet pull when you think of them. The invisible thread that tugs at your spirit without permission. That's not coincidence. It's soul recognition. Their heart has begun whispering your name in moments they don't understand. They think it's a passing thought, but it lingers. And each time it returns, it grows louder. They are drawn to something they cannot define. A warmth that feels like home but doesn't come with a face. Yet it's yours. You are the energy they seek in strangers, the calm they chase in the chaos. Your essence is beginning to surface in their awareness, and it unsettles them in ways they can no longer ignore. They may appear distant still, but the shift has already begun. The old distractions no longer satisfy them. The illusions they clung to are crumbling. With each moment of silence, they feel your absence, not as emptiness, but as a missing piece of something sacred. The void is calling them to remember. Even in your quiet surrender, you remain unforgettable. You've become a question they can't answer, a feeling they can't explain. They wonder why your presence echoes in places you've never been, why your voice finds them in dreams, why their soul calms when you cross their thoughts. Your angels want you to know, they are not resisting you. They are resisting themselves. They fear the magnitude of what they feel. Love like this isn't gentle at first. It shakes the soul awake. And some awakenings require storms before surrender. You were never too much. You were just too real for the version of them that didn't yet know how to hold something sacred. But that version is fading. With each breath, they are moving toward who they were always meant to be. The one who knows how to see you. And stay. They don't fully understand what's happening inside them, but their soul does. It remembers the conversations between you that never needed words, the connection that defied time and place. And now, their heart is catching up to that memory. You are not imagining this pull. You are sensing the alignment of two timelines, yours and theirs, slowly moving toward convergence. And while the timing may feel uncertain, the truth is not. What is meant cannot be missed, only delayed by doubt. There are moments when they think they're choosing to let go. But even in that decision, they look for you. In songs, in strangers, in sentences half-formed in their mind. You are the reflection they can't outrun, no matter how far they wander. I, your angel, have been planting reminders in their path. A feather here. A name there, a sudden memory that wasn't theirs alone. These are not accidents. These are whispers from the divine, guiding them gently toward remembrance. Do not doubt your worth just because they haven't spoken yet. The soul speaks long before the mouth does. And right now, their soul is speaking your name in reverence. It is learning the language of truth. It is learning you. Let your heart soften, not for them, but for yourself. Let it breathe without fear of disappointment. The love you carry is not a burden. It is a prophecy, a sacred echo passed down through lifetimes, waiting to be fulfilled in this one. You are not meant to chase, but to attract. Not meant to prove, but to radiate. The right soul will not need convincing. And this one, the one in your mind, is on the edge of knowing, on the verge of remembering. They may not reach out today, but even in their silence, there is movement. There is surrender happening beneath the surface. The kind of surrender that only happens when the soul finally stops fighting what was always true. You are part of their awakening. You are the mirror that showed them what love could feel like. That's why they ran. And that's why they're returning. Not just to you, but to themselves. Because you reminded them of who they are. Your angels say, stay open, not for what might happen, but for who you are becoming through this. Every moment of waiting has refined your wisdom. Every unanswered prayer has deepened your grace. You are not the same as you were. You are more. They are beginning to sense that the life they built without you is incomplete. Not because you complete them, but because your energy brings out the version of them that feels alive. And once they feel that, nothing else satisfies. In moments you feel forgotten, remember this. The divine is not cruel. It is precise. And the timing you curse now may one day be the very thing that made the love last. What is slow to arrive is often built to endure. Do not shrink to be easier to hold. The right soul will expand to meet your greatness. And this one, the one you think of when the world goes quiet, is already stretching beyond their fear to meet your frequency. And so you wait, not in sorrow, but in sacred stillness. You wait with the quiet confidence of a soul that knows. What is yours is already making its way to you. And the more you rise, the more everything else must rise with you. Hey, think of you in the quiet moments, when the world slows and the masks fall away. It's not your face alone that lingers, but your energy. That feeling they couldn't explain then, but now wish they could hold again. It haunts them softly, not like a ghost, but like a song half remembered. One they didn't know they loved until the silence made it echo. Their heart speaks your name without permission. It pulses through the spaces between distraction. And though they may not say it aloud, the truth is rising, irresistible, undeniable. Every version of them that once resisted love is slowly fading, making room for the one that remembers how it felt to be near you, even if only in soul. They replay memories that were never fully theirs, moments they felt close to you, even if nothing was said. Glances, breaths, the way your presence changed the air. They're realizing that peace wasn't random. It was you. You were always the peace they couldn't name. The world has tried to fill the space where you once stood. Faces, places, distractions. None of them stayed. Because you weren't just a person. You were a reflection of the divine. A reminder of something eternal. And now, that truth is knocking on the door of their awareness. You wonder if they still think of you. And yet, in asking, you already feel the answer. You wouldn't be here, reading this, if your souls weren't still dancing in the unseen. The mind forgets what the spirit keeps alive. And right now, their spirit is lighting candles in your name. They dream of you, not always clearly. Sometimes as a shadow, a feeling, a presence that calms them when everything else feels wrong. They wake with your energy wrapped around them, unsure of why they feel both safe and shaken. It's your love, still holding them, still guiding. You may have been silent, but your silence spoke. Louder than words. It spoke of dignity, of grace, of letting go without bitterness. That silence is what made space for the divine to work. And now, that space is filling with the echoes of your light. Their heart is beginning to rebel against logic. What made sense no longer satisfies. What looked perfect now feels hollow. And in that emptiness, your memory returns, not as a wound, but as a wonder. A sacred what-if that refuses to fade. You were not forgotten. You were protected, hidden in divine timing, held back not because you weren't worthy, but because they weren't ready to meet you in your fullness. Now, their readiness is rising like dawn, slow, certain, unstoppable. You may not feel their movement, but it's there, in the questions they ask no one, in the long pauses they can't explain, in the way their heart softens unexpectedly. Their journey is not loud. It is sacred, and sacred things grow in silence. Do not rush what is being rebuilt within them. The foundation they are laying now is meant to last, and the version of them who returns will not be the one who left. They are becoming something worthy of the space you so patiently held. They are starting to see through illusions. The masks they wore to feel safe are cracking, and through those cracks, your light pours in subtle, constant. They may not say your name aloud, but they speak it with every new truth they allow themselves to feel. Your angels are closer than ever, orchestrating paths behind the scenes. Coincidences are stacking, signs repeating. A song here, a name there. They notice, but they don't fully understand. That's okay. Understanding isn't the seed, awareness is. And it has begun. You've been feeling restless because you can sense their awakening. You don't know how, but something in you feels the shift, the tug, the ripple in the unseen. That's not your imagination, it's resonance. The spiritual call and response of souls on the verge of remembering. You're being called to rise now, not as a sign for them, but as a celebration of you. Your power isn't in waiting. It's in becoming, and every step you take into your light magnifies the pull between you. You don't chase, you attract, and you are glowing. They are learning to sit with emotions they once ran from, and in that stillness you return, as comfort, as clarity, as truth. They no longer want escape, they want essence. And you, beloved soul, are pure essence. You were never just a person to them. You were a revelation. Let your heart remain open, not because they're on their way, but because you are. You are becoming everything you once hoped someone would recognize. And when they finally do, it will not be because they completed you. It will be because you became whole on your own. You are not behind. You are not waiting in vain. You are in divine alignment. This moment, right now, is part of the unfolding, part of the prophecy. The pain, the patience, the presence, it's all preparation. And the reunion, that's the divine punctuation mark to a sentence written in soul. Their soul is already writing back to yours. You just haven't read the words yet. But the ink is still wet, and the page is turning. What comes next is not a chapter. It's a return, not to what was, but to what was always meant to be. Deep gratitude for allowing me to speak to your heart in this sacred moment. Your invisible wings are opening, and your spirit is more awakened than ever. This message did not reach you by chance. It was guided by the light, sent with love, and received by a heart that was ready. Now, to confirm that this message has found a home in your soul, type in the comments a well-known phrase from the Bible that touches your heart. One that hasn't been used here yet. Let that divine word be the seal that you heard, felt, and embraced what the heavens wished to reveal to you. And if this message touched you, if it made your soul resonate or brought peace to your mind, join us. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. That simple act is like opening a spiritual window to receive every time the angels have something to tell you. Here, you are never alone. See you soon, dear soul. May the light continue to guide you. Glowing star.